In addition, normal images and sounds that would cause revulsion, nausea, etc., simply due to shocking or disturbing content have next to no effect on the wearer of SCP-714. The wearer will not even recall seeing them once SCP-714 is removed. Mundane persuasion, such as motivational speeches, have no effect, regardless of the speaker's skill and charisma. Number 5. Chemical tolerance. Just as their minds block mimetic effects, the bodies of SCP-714 wearers slows and nullifies the effects of various chemicals on the body. Fully poisonous or toxic substances are generally not hindered, but those that specifically impede or enhance neural and/or nervous functions in some way, such as stimulants or sedatives, have very diminished effects. With removal of SCP-714, this nullification effect expires instantly. Wearers may still suffer from standard overdose effects whilst wearing SCP-714. The manner or manners in which SCP-714 causes its various effects has yet to be discovered, and no unusual emissions of any kind have been detected despite extensive monitoring. If SCP-714 is significantly damaged in any way, such as being broken into 2 or more pieces, its effects will cease immediately. If the pieces of SCP-714 are then placed within close proximity, they will gradually reform into a whole copy of SCP-714, flowing as if made of liquid. Once SCP-714 is fully formed, its functions return as if it were never damaged. Grinding SCP-714 down to a fine powder did nothing to impede its self-repair behavior either, though the process did take considerably longer. Though the exact nature of this self-repair behavior has not been determined as of this time, it is thought SCP-714 could theoretically recover from complete vaporization. However, due to SCP-714's low threat level, this has been deemed an unnecessary use of resources. Footage sequences of SCP-714 reforming from various states of disrepair are available upon request from Dr. or other appropriate sources. Attempts to track the history and ownership of SCP-714 have proven futile due to the nature of its recovery. Agent reported feeling abnormally drowsy even after several mugs of strong coffee, and was found to be wearing SCP-714 with no memory of having come into possession of it. Agent has been reprimanded as appropriate, and measures have been taken to ensure SCP-714 stays in its locker at all times. The draining effects and compulsion to rest make use of SCP-714 as a protective measure against certain SCPs highly impractical. At this time, SCP-714 is not believed to have any other serious effects, beyond the danger of dehydration and starvation of personnel who fall asleep wearing SCP-714 as a result of being unable to rouse themselves for sustenance. Experimentation notes. Text transcripts of audio logs compiled by Dr. Entry of May 1st, 2000. So far, all attempts to find the cause of SCP-714's effects have proven fruitless. I don't think I need to emphasize how useful this could be if we could pull it off without the negative effects, but so far, everything we've tried has come up with blanks. Hence SCP-714's ongoing safe Euclid classification. We know what it does, but not how it does it. As much as I want to say it's 100% safe, there's something about it that's not quite right. Entry of May 12th, 20... Still making very little headway. Trying to acquire a date on SCP-714 has given us mixed results. Parts of it date back as far as very early AD, circa 100 to 200, and are probably from China. Other samples are, relatively speaking, more recent, like it's been made out of multiple pieces, though it is without question a structurally flawless jade ring. On the plus side, we've had some luck finding out who owned it before, thanks to a string of reports of jade statuettes going missing when a ring matching SCP-714's description was in close proximity to them. What a coincidence. Perhaps SCP-714's curious regenerative and size-changing capabilities stem from, for lack of a better term, assimilating other pieces of jade. Analysis has shown that SCP-714 is much higher density than average jade, but is apparently no heavier. Could be some form of extra-dimensional storage. As weird as that sounds, sure is one way of carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Entry of May 27th, 2000. Okay, so a bit more luck on the tracking front. It was originally found in the late 1800s, that is, around the 1870s to the 1880s, by an archaeologist who traveled around the world seeking jade artifacts, such as statuettes and figurines that might be found in tombs or forgotten temples. He was hunting in tombs said to be rich in them. Of course, he eventually found and entered it, finding only SCP-714 in terms of jade artifacts. Puzzling. Very few historical documents describe anything that matches SCP-714, so it's hard to say how old it really is. Vexing. The archaeologist's personal diaries have not survived the age as well, unfortunately, and his handwriting leaves much to be desired. So it's difficult to tell whether or not he wore SCP-714 and the documented effects of it whilst it was in his possession, or whether he never considered wearing it. What I can make out is that he quickly disposed of the ring after a number of his collection pieces went missing after spending the night in proximity to the ring with no signs of break-in or theft. Okay, I think that about does it for today. Thank you all for listening, if indeed you still are, and you are all dismissed. Goodbye.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
I would like to give a special thank you to Pierce M. Hamlin, Muslim Wookie, Slump God, Dr. Day, John O. Porter, Captain Gorge, Fluffy, Skyke Manamune, my archive curator Nick, Tyver Ball, Cody Tench, Cheese Whip, and Dips McGee. Thank you all so much for your support. I really appreciate it. If you would like a special thank you at the end of each of my videos, and some other cool stuff as well, visit patreon.com/TheVulcan. Thank you.